So, very good morning to all. So, myself, Yellaji, Assistant Professor in the Department of Triple NSRIT Autonomous. So, a very heart welcome to this alumni talk. So, first of all, respected head of the department, senior faculty, my dear colleagues, and beloved students, I am happy to announce that our dear student, Mr. V. Chandrasekhar, alumnus of 2017 batch, with much expertise and experience, is here to present his knowledge with all of us. I'm excited to introduce our own member to you all. We all are heartfully welcome to you to this session, and thanks for ready for your acceptance despite of your busy work. So coming to the profile of our today's voice of success, Mr. V. Chandrasekhar, who is 2017 batch alumnus. Mr. V. Chandrasekhar, he is the residence of Veeragattam, Palakonda, and Mr. V. Chandrasekhar completed his schooling from Maharshi High School, Veeragattam, Palakonda, and the pass out year 2011. And later, he completed his diploma in electrical and electronics engineering from Government Polytechnic, Srikakulam, and pass out in the year of 2014. And through ESET, he joined our institution, NS Raju Institute of Technology, and completed his undergraduation from NSRIT in the year 2017. In the student, when he was in the academic background, he was actively participated in various events and also the technical seminars conducting in and around colleges. He is a very commitment towards his work, and he is very hardworking, and also he is result oriented, and he also has done his industrial training from steel plant, and he was allotted with the projects of automatic voltage control in the diploma, and also presently he is working as a scientist assistant IGCAR, which is nothing but Indira Gandhi Center for Atomic Research, comes under Department of Atomic Energy, Kalapakam, Tamil Nadu. It is one of the government of India body. So with this brief details about Chandrasekhar, I'm handovering first. I'm giving the next chance to our HOD sir to have some words, and later we'll continue with the speech of Mr. V. Chandrasekhar. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Yellaji sir. Thank you very much. Mr. V. Chandrasekhar, we are very happy to have such an alumni student from a triple department, and today we are very happy to invite you for the session of the voice of success. And my sincere thanks for you for accepting this voice of success session in a short time, and thank you very much for giving your valuable time. And I want to see the students on this platform like this in future. So the students has to give the voice of success in this platform in the coming years. For this of goal, we have chosen this event. This will be a recurrent event. So some of the successful alumni students will come in this way and will give you their experience, how they have struggled in their during their studies, and how they are succeeded finally. So please be noted down all the important points from their your super seniors. Okay, you have to. They are the role models for you all actually. Okay, this is a good platform to utilize. No need to ask anyone. So they are coming and giving you the life lessons. So this is a very valuable time to you all, and please utilize this time as important as possible. So I request all the students to utilize this session as your valuable time. So I once again thank to all the staff members who have gathered the students within time, and I also thank to once again thank to our voice of success alumni student Mr. V. Chandrasekhar to go ahead and share your experience to our students so that they will succeed in their life. Thank you very much, Chandrasekhar. Go ahead.
Okay.
Thank you for your introduction, sir, by Mr. Assistant Professor, sir, Mr. Allaji, sir, and our respected faculty members and HOD of the department. Myself, Chandrasekhar. Uh, I'm from Srikakulam district, Palakonda, Veeragattam village. So I completed my uh, schooling in that village itself. So after that, I have joined in Government Polytechnic Srikakulam for a diploma. And then I have done my BTech from NSRIT in Electrical and Electronics Engineering Department. So I have passed out in 2017 batch. So now presently I'm now working in Indira Gandhi Center of Atomic Research as a scientific assistant from 2020 itself. Present, which comes under the Department of Atomic Energy. So today I'm here to interact with my old, new friends, actually my juniors, just to give some in, in, coming to my qualification. So I have after passed out of BTech, actually I have taken gate coaching in the BTech third year itself. I have started gate coaching. So after BTech passed out from BTech itself, I have joined in MTech in JNTU Anantapur University in Energy Systems branch. So in the MTech second year itself, I got placement in Indira Gandhi Center for Atomic Research. So I have joined at 2020. Presently now I'm working here. So when it comes to the preparation for this exam, so the main qualification required is BTech. So presently students are suffering for the exams where they have to prepare and how they have to prepare for the government exams. Actually, most of the students were sliding into the software side, even though they have done their BTech and diploma in electrical engineering. 6 or 7 years they're spending on electrical engineering, and most of the students are sliding into other backgrounds like computer science and other engineering departments for just for placement and other job opportunities. I'm sincerely suggesting those students to take care and search for the government job opportunities in a core field of electrical engineering. So let me tell you one thing. GATE exam is the most important for the electrical engineering students to get any job opportunities or admission into any national level universities or IITs or NITs. So for being an electrical engineering student, from third year itself, we have to start preparing for GATE. Because apart from academics, we have to prepare in parallel for GATE. Means it will be more useful for the GATE exam, because after BTech you may not get that much chance to interact with the faculty members of the college, and other opportunities also you will get very less, because the access of the library, that is utmost important while preparing for any other competitive exams. While coming to my college experience, in 2013 actually, I have entered in 2014. I have passed out of diploma. I entered into the BTech college. So as a lateral entry student, I have entered in BTech in electrical and electronics engineering. So in my college, I have experienced a lot of change from diploma to BTech, because in electrical engineering as a diploma student, the subject will be moreover it is theoretical based only. So whenever it comes to BTech, the subject will be more mathematical and proof based. So to sustain there, it is needed to be increase your knowledge to that extent mathematically. So for a diploma student, it is very tough to accommodate that level of subject. So at the initial stages of the BTech college, I faced very much struggle in the second year itself for understanding any subjects or like electronic devices and circuits, some electronics part and some other subjects like CVSM for complex variables and statistical methods, like that. Some mathematical subjects will be there. Some other subjects which are involved in mathematics. Mathematics. So that was the very nice experience in second year of my college days. In the third year itself, we habituated to that. So we started learning from our faculty members and college library. So they instructed us which books we have to read to improve our knowledge, and we have to cope up with the respective subject. So many faculty like Elaji sir, Veeranjanal sir, Ramanjanal sir. So these faculty instructed us to how to develop that subject in a base from basics. Actually, we properly utilized our library. Actually, in that many volumes of electrical engineering books are available. So in the third year itself, we have started reading our curriculum, JNTU curriculum, in another way, because the curriculum itself includes all the electrical engineering concepts which are required for the competitive exams and other engineering services exams also. So that curriculum only you have to see in a better way, because the curriculum itself we have to analyze twice and thrice for a better understanding of the concepts. Actually, first we have to know at least what are the concepts that are involved in this year or this semester. So per semester it's almost 6 to 7 subjects. So that what are the curriculum things what they have mentioned, at least first we have to know the things in curriculum. Then we have to get a grip on that. Just we have to note down which books are important. So accordingly we actually planned. In the fourth year itself, almost 2-3 subjects that we have prepared very well. In the fourth year itself, we started preparing for next level subjects. In fourth year, actually, some project work that will be given to all the students. So there is no such time for preparing for other competitive exams, but we managed to prepare for competitive exams along with the fourth year with labs and academic program with some assignments and all. So I'm sincerely suggesting you to prepare for GATE from in the initial days itself of the engineering. If you are second year student, start now from now itself, because the subject which you are reading from the second year itself is useful. That is the basic thing for preparation of any exam. Because in fourth year the subjects are very well advanced, like artificial intelligence, OOPS through Java, some elective subjects and some more advanced subjects. It is like more or like it's MTech level. So you cannot, that subjects may not be that much useful for your other competitive exams. So you can concentrate it through, but for knowledge purpose only. So at that time, so second year and third year plays a major role in preparing for or getting knowledge from the faculty members or some that's respective subject, that curriculum. That is the most important time, as I think so. And then coming to the preparation of GATE, the GATE subjects are purely technical. So we have to excel in 4 or 5 subjects at least, which are the scoring subjects you have to prepare for mainly. Mainly those are control systems, electrical networks, and signals and systems. Mathematics is utmost important, because in order to understand these all subjects, you need mathematics basics. From matrix or linear algebra, differential equations. Without this, you cannot understand these all subjects. So control systems, electrical circuits, signal systems, measuring instruments, machines and power systems are the most important. Those 2 subjects are enough to get any job or interview placement in any company. So electrical machines and power systems you should take care of in your whole BTech life. Actually, through this 2-3 years, if you are second year student, you should take care of the subjects from second year itself. If you are a third year student, you should learn those subjects from the third year to third year and fourth year, because those two subjects are plays crucial role in the opportunities will not, now most of the exams conducted by the research centers like BRC, DRDO and ISRO, mostly they will concentrate on missions and power electronics and power systems. So these are very important for electrical engineering students to prepare for GATE exam. So in order to gain knowledge in these subjects, you have to interact first with the faculty members. So please listen to the faculty members and what they are telling. In particular, so many experts are there in our college for power systems and missions. For example, our faculty members, Mr. Alaji sir, assistant professor, dealt as power system subject. Actually, he taught various techniques regarding to power system. Fully power system was taught by Alaji sir to us. Various reference books he has suggested to us. Now also I know so many reference books what he has suggested. Now also I am reading those books only. So as far missions concerned, Mr. Veeranjanelu sir actually referred us many books in missions and control systems from the second year itself to all the students. So we're able to grasp the subject from the basic level itself in the second year starting. So while the managing of time requires for a student in the fourth year itself to prepare for exams and the academic curriculum. So the time has to be managed. So while coming to this, my job, actually I have prepared a particular goal in my diploma itself. So from starting of the diploma, I used to go develop the interest in my subject due to my faculty in my government college, diploma government polytechnic Srikakulam. My faculty instructed me to get some grip on the subject. Through that, I have developed interest on the research organizations. At that time only, I used to search for the job opportunities in DRC and ISRO, DRDO, CPRI, Central Power Research Institute, and some other electrical engineering based companies like HAL, BHEL, like that. So from only I have created interest on that. From the BTech second year itself, we have started preparing for competitive exams from the DRDO or ISRO. So first we have to know for which side we want to go, because the core electrical engineering opportunities uh, needs the firm grip on the subject, which has to be developed from the initial days itself. Because after if you passed out of the college, then the preparing for other these exams and all, it will be more difficult for you, because once you are passed out of the college, the improvement of subject, you will be nowhere you are guided, because in college itself faculty will be there and everything will be there. Opportunity, digital library is there, books are there, number of volumes of books are there. So once you pass out of college, there will be nothing to prepare for you. So my sincere suggestion is to use the resources which are available in college for the preparation during the third year and fourth year for the job opportunities. And then first you have to think, even if you are a third year student or second year student, so first you have to analyze what is the percentage I'm getting in the respective semester work. Actually, any government job needs 65% minimum. So if you are getting very less percentage, then you should take care of, because less percentage will leads you without any opportunity also. Because even though if you are qualifying GATE with first rank, minimum within 100 rank also, some people are there without getting any job opportunity because of lack of percentage in BTech. Because minimum 70% is essential nowadays. Since if you are not selected in government sector, if you want to go for private sector, they will ask for even more, like 80 to 85% in private sector they want, because nobody wants to recruit a person which is who are not interested in studies. So if you the choice is yours. If you want to crack any government examination, then also you need some percentage. That is minimum percentage. That is 70% is at most important. So if you want to go for private sector also, you need 82%. They will not recruit very less percentage. Okay, they will recruit some is there. That may not be expected by you, because the salary range or the work nature will be given to you will be more hectic and not that much good as you expected it. It will not reach your expectations maybe. So as per government agencies concerned, for electrical engineering, lot of opportunities after BTech. I am telling GATE again and again means actually preparing and qualifying GATE is not a matter. For that you have to choose a certain strategy for preparing into GATE. So even though if you are not qualified in GATE, you will get lot of job opportunities, because with the GATE syllabus only, all now government sectors or PSUs, all they are releasing notification with GATE syllabus itself. Because once if you are prepared for GATE, it will be useful throughout your lifetime. Because the syllabus which
Chandrasekhar?
has designed for GATE, which
Chandrasekhar, 1 minute.
Sir.
Principal sir has joined just now.
okay sir, okay sir.
Let me introduce you. Sir, respected
Okay, sir.
principal sir, very good morning and welcome, sir. Sir, not audible. Unmute, sir, unmute.
Okay, right, sir.
Yes.
Actually, Naidu garu, I am unaware of this event today. I forgot.
Okay, sir.
That's why late, and I have been to market, and after looking into this our WhatsApp group, I immediately rushed.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Anyhow,
Thank you,
Mr. Chandrasekhar,
Yes.
Mr. Chandrasekhar, who is the Almani?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chandrasekhar, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. I am Dr. Khader, principal of NSRIT. I am very happy to see you on this platform with the invitation of our HOD of Electrical Engineering. And we are all very
Thank you, sir.
happy to listen you, your success stories, and that could be the morale for all our students who are pursuing their courses in our campus. That's what we are expecting,
Yes, sir.
and we expect a
Thank you, sir.
frequent gathering of alumni now and then, and whenever it is required, so that you can share your experiences with our ongoing students. Thank you for being with us
Okay.
on this platform.
Thank you, sir.
Please go ahead, and sorry for the disturbance from my side.
Thank you
Thank-
very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your valuable words. Okay, Chandrasekhar, continue.
Okay, coming coming to the preparation of GATE, I want to introduce to all of my friends what is the strategy to prepare for the exams in the academic year. So first you have to choose the respective subjects from the each year. Actually, what are the subjects which are important for GATE? You have to choose from the second year or third year itself. First, prepare which subjects we have to have a grip on them. So after fixing the subjects, we have to continuously prepare second year, third year, fourth year. If you are a third year student, third year and fourth year, the main thing for the GATE, if you want to good GATE rank or some other exams, crack. If you want to crack any other exams like government organizations or research organizations, the thing is first you develop a crystal clear concepts and then practice like anything, because the practice is the important key to attempt a easy way, because the concept building will be developed on the curriculum while the academic year is going on only, then only you can develop some conceptual things, because after that there will be no time left for you to learn the concepts in a very depth way. So in order to get that concepts in a very crystal clear way, you have to read the academic subjects very well. And then when coming to job opportunities in electrical engineering after BTech means in core sector, there will be research organizations and PSUs and other private organizations also. Private organizations also have some research-based organizations like Tesla, Amazon batteries like that. And government-based organizations also have research-based and industrial sector-based. While coming to research-based organization, there will be mostly main three organizations will play a vital role in the research field in India with respect to any development of scientific and technical equipment. So that those are called Department of Space and Department of Atomic Energy, and it will not come under any ministries. Actually, those two departments will be directly under Prime Minister of India. So other department will be DRDO. It will be under Defense Ministry of India. So Department of Space, it will other things like ISRO and all. So Department of Atomic Energy monitor the other atomic energy organizations like BARC, IZCOR. These are called atomic energy organizations. This will come under Department of Atomic Energy. So there are huge opportunities for electrical engineering in these three government organizations. Yearly, unlike other organizations, these three organizations will conduct yearly test for engineers and scientists and technical staff for their requirement. So one has to prepare for GATE and ESC in a better way, so that these organizations will absorb the candidates from that GATE score or normal exam based also. So the main preparation for GATE will help you to get into these organizations. Coming to my educational background, so I am from a village background. So before diploma, I have started my study in Telugu medium. So I have not so firm grip on the subject at that time. After joining in diploma, everything was in English. So I have took some time to understand the concepts and to a better extent. So after diploma, I have joined in BTech. At that time, I have known the importance of the basics of electrical engineering. Up to diploma, I have not studied that much in a that much better way through the subject. So in BTech, I have started learning the things. So while the academic year is going on, I used to learn the main subjects which are heart of the electrical engineering, like electrical machines, like that. So after BTech, I have taken 1 year gap. So according to my financial and other problems. So coming to my family background, my father is a farmer. So my mother is also, those two are doing some farming work only. So I have after BTech, I have left with no opportunities because our campus provides some software opportunities, but I have not interested in software side because I have done a 6 years of electrical engineering course from after my 10th class diploma plus BTech in electrical and electronics engineering. I have not interested in software side to enter it to, because it was a new thing for me. So since electrical engineering I have interested in very much, I have not taken any opportunity from computer science and like software side. I have not taken any opportunity. So I wanted to enter into a organization which is purely based upon research on electrical engineering. After BTech, I have discontinued. Like I have left with no opportunity. I have waited for 1 year without any job and all. So I have realized on my self preparation itself, because nowadays the students mainly habituated to the spoon feeding. Like, because if you join in any coaching center or something, they will just guide you and they will not develop your subject. So first you have to develop your subject, means from the college stage you have to start. Well, maybe you have some doubts where you have to start and when that how that subject we have to develop. to cope up with the coaching industry like that. If you want to join in any coaching also, in GATE coaching or ESC coaching, you will not cope up with that, because that the curriculum was very hectic, and the timings also very time is very less to tell you all the things, because in 4 years you have learned this much electrical subject. How can they teach you in 6 months or 4 months crash course? Just you think of, they will go in a, you cannot catch up the concepts also. So we are actually in engineering college, they will give you 4 years or 3 years to learn the subject in a very nice way. So you are not utilizing that subject, means how can you grasp the subject in 4 months or 3 months or 6 months? Even if it's crash course, that is simply waste of money. If you take a crash course without interested in academics, that's purely waste of money. So according to that, you can first you have to develop some basic skills needed for electrical engineering, basic subjects. What are the basics in electrical engineering? You ask some faculty members, sir, which books I have to refer for getting some base. No need to go for high level like artificial and neural networks or some advanced machine drives. No need to do that, analyze that subjects also. Advanced, of course, in our curriculum, we in our actually at that time, our college was expertise in control systems, because we have studied digital control systems, advanced control systems also. So no need to you should not, you need not to study for that level. At least that is curriculum based, okay, that you have to learn for your knowledge. So at least you have to develop the basic subjects needed for electrical engineering. Like basic electrical engineering, first you have to develop the concepts, and then wherever you want to take some coaching or something, you can easily cope up with that coaching, because that's the concepts they have taught me is very in a short way like that. So you cannot catch that concept if you don't have basics. So basics are very important to prepare for any exam. So mainly, I'm suggesting you to go through our library and books, which are very important to building the concept in the initial stage. Because after 4th year, or if you go out once, you will not be available with any books or library. At the time, building of concept for you, it may become more difficult. So you will feel very problematic those days. So that preparation of academic subject along with the 3rd year, 4th year is important. First you have to, even though if in your academic subjects, to know the what the subject is running. Suppose power system analysis is going on in this particular semester, like 3rd year or 4th year. So in order to understand the subject also, you need some basics. So I am telling you to first try to learn that basics, because within if exam is there, means within 1 week or 2 weeks you can prepare for that exams also, because academic exams are not, I think it's not that much tough if you have basics, because whatever you read in diploma, that will come actually for intermediate students. It will be little bit tough than diploma students. So they can also have strong mathematical background, because intermediate students have strong mathematical background. So they can easily understand in that way. For lateral entry students, it may be become some problematic. So I'm telling you to first you have to learn the basics about the particular electrical engineering subject, and then you go for the faculty. Then you ask, sir, for this subject, I want to learn the basics. From where you have to start? So from where I have to read the subjects, like that you ask for the particular faculty. After you learn some subject, first before going to the faculty itself, you need some subject. First basics, if you learn very nice way, like some lot of books are there on basics. Basics, if you learn in a nice way, then you can eligible to go to the faculty and ask the faculty, sir, which books I have to refer for this subject, or at least basics for this subject. For power systems, directly you cannot read Stevenson and others, because there are some low level books. For basics you have to refer to those books. So that thing, faculty will help you in a lot. According to me, my faculty helped me in a very nice way in that aspect, in order to get some subject and reference books for the particular subject. So yeah, if you want to come to particularly research organizations, means you have to develop a subject in a very nice way. So this technique will help you to grasp the subject in a very conceptual way, because we have to you can go into the deep of every concept very deeply, because at that time now the curriculum was designed very nicely. Now JNTU curriculum, so every special electrical machines are also involved, included. So it will be more nice to learn the subject. You can enjoy the subject actually. So so be prepared for your class also. While you're listening to your class also, just you gain the subject knowledge from basic itself, to listen first our classes which was conducted by your faculty, and then you think of coaching. The coaching is more important. They will not build, of course they will not build you subject in such way, but they will guide you to know the subject, what are the subjects and which way we have to prepare. For that coaching is needed. So for coaching also you have to spend some time, like Saturdays, Sundays, in Vizag some coaching centers are there, they will teach you. So you have to manage the time according with the academic curriculum. So that should, the management of time should be, you have to done that management of time in order to cope up with that gate coaching and college. So the preparation needs to be very keen, because the same subjects you are going to read in gate or other exams. So be attentive in classroom and listen to what the faculty is telling. If you are not understanding, just go to the basics and go to the library and just learn the things, and then you ask the faculty about the subject, then learn. Because ultimately if you want to be a core engineer, I'm not telling about those engineers who are doing bank jobs and other software jobs by doing electrical engineering. So they have some routine work. They don't need not to do some expertise in electrical engineering. I am talking about those people who are interested in electrical engineering and core engineering opportunities, who wants to work in the electrical field. You have to gain some knowledge, because the building of concepts will give you respect and work nice work experience throughout your life, throughout your career. Because this is the initial stage itself. In college you can learn in a easy way, because lot of help will be available for you. Once you, if you get out of the college, you will not get any help or hand to pull you back, because it is very tough for the student, outside student and students which are inside the college or university. So that's it for the how to start your subject from the initial levels, because that subject building from the initial second year or third year, from the basic electrical engineering, some more books are available on basic electrical engineering. The initial improvement of subject from that initial days will be important, and it will be useful throughout your career. Because whenever you go to the DRDO or ISRO or any technical interviews, they will not ask you that deep subjects like advanced control systems like that. They will ask you some basic electrical engineering questions and basic physics questions. So be prepared for that accordingly. Develop the basics in a very nice way with the help of the faculty and the college. So when it comes to core job opportunities in DIE, so Department of Atomic Energy,
Chandrasekhar, your
Chandrasekhar,
voice is stucking now.
sir, maybe he's having some signal issue, sir. One minute.
Yes, you follow up, sir. Please follow up.
Yes. Thank you.
So I want to tell you about the just now I am talking about the core electrical engineering opportunities in various fields of electrical engineering in research based companies. So while coming to Department of Atomic Energy, the in my company, where the field I am working is, the main motto of this research organization is to develop fast breeder reactors in the core of in the area of reactor technology. So Department of Atomic Energy is involved in nuclear power generation mainly. So in power generation modes, some thermal, hydral and wind generation and other non-renewable or renewable things are there. So in the nuclear sector, DRC is Department of Atomic Energy is working in the nuclear sector to develop the nuclear power plants in the India. So for development of nuclear power plants, there needs to be research in nuclear engineering and electrical engineering and other core areas of engineering sector. So for that, Department of Atomic Energy is working for research in nuclear engineering and other core engineering departments for the development of reactors itself. So when it comes to Department of Space, it will deals with the various space agencies like ISRO and other agencies which works for ISRO. Like it may be private or some semi-government agencies will be there. So for ISRO, mainly it's focused on space technologies. It's mainly very nice for ECE people rather than EEE people. For EEE people, mainly you will get some solar panel designing and power supplies, high grade power supplies, which are required for rocketry and missile systems. Missile systems, mostly it will take care for DRDO itself. Some collaborative works will be there in ISRO. There also you will get some missile systems technology. So while coming to DRDO, they will be mostly weaponry development in the field of weaponry development. There needs to be every subject to be involved in that, like civil engineering, mechanical engineering, electrical and electronics, instrumentation. So for the electrical engineers, everywhere there will be some opportunity in 3 areas like Department of Atomic Energy, Department of Space, and DRDO, Defense Research, which is Defense Research and Development Organization. So for an core electrical engineering, the opportunities in Department of Energy and Atomic Energy and Department of Space, they will recruit with the GATE and according some exam will be there for recruitment. And nowadays DRDO is not taking through the separate exam. Previously it was like their scientist entrance test. Now it was not there. They removed DRDO removed that exam also. Now DRDO is solely recruiting based on GATE score in electrical engineering itself. Simply GATE score is enough. You will be get an interview call for the DRDO. After an interview, they will hire you as a scientist B position with an initial pay of 56,100. Up to it will be increased up to 3.5 lakhs when you reach the highest position in your career. So that is about DRDO. It will recruit. They will give you initial position as scientist B. When it's come to ISRO or ISRO means Department of Space or Department of Atomic Energy, these two will give initially scientist C for the candidates who came from GATE itself. Directly these two organizations will recruit through GATE, and then they will conduct an interview. If your GATE rank is below 250 or 100, nearly 100, within tens or hundreds, below 250, you will get an interview call from the DOS or Department of Atomic Energy if you apply. So ISRO nowadays, they are not for some jobs only they are taking GATE, mainly for center based. Actually, in ISRO have more number of centers. If they want one power system engineer, if they want some mission design engineer, they need GATE score with MTech. For recruiting postgraduates only, they are asking for GATE qualification in ISRO. Mostly now DRDO itself is asking for GATE, and ISRO, DAE, these are asking for exams. Normally they will conduct an exam. DAE is the organization which will conduct exam plus GATE score also. It is allowed. It is a bilateral entry. You can come through GATE score and you can come through the examination which is conducted by the DAE. So this is the main selection process for the various research organizations. If you want to go for any research based organizations in private sector like Tesla, like Amaron Batteries, some other research organizations are there. So in order to get in, Schneider Electric is there. Next, some Havels are there. General Electric is there. To enter into that organizations, we have to get into through IIT only, because normal colleges, they will not recruit campus placements. They will not come for the normal colleges. So you have to attend for the campus interviews through IITs only, because mostly they will recruit the IIT students for that companies. So that opportunities also will be there. For if you want to go into the private sector side, first you have to choose any NIT or IIT college. So for that also you need some GATE score. Do you may be asked if what if I get a very low GATE score like that? Because GATE score for higher GATE score only we are getting some opportunities like PSU recruitments and all. For low GATE score also there will be more opportunities in PhD side, like NITs or IITs. They will take you PhD and integrated PhD also with low GATE score. If your BTech project is good, then they will hire you for an integrated PhD, or they will offer you direct PhD also. They will offer after BTech, they will directly offer PhD. So that there will be some opportunities when it is a low GATE score also. But the criteria is they will conduct an exam and they will conduct a corresponding interview with a high technical background only. They will hire you, because you can convert it into Prime Minister Research Fellowship also. In IIT, so many opportunities are there, because once if you convert that PhD into that Prime Minister PMRF, Prime Minister Research Fellowship, you will get nearly 80,000, 70,000 to 80,000 per month. Along with you will be able to get into the various research projects conducted by IIT professors. So there will be chances on low GATE score students also, students who are getting low GATE score. There will be chances for students who are getting high GATE scores. They will be get call from various companies. Okay, even though if you can get very low GATE score, don't get demotivated. There will be n number of chances for the students who are getting low GATE score. So when coming to the opportunities with various type, without GATE also you can get into any company. If you don't want to write GATE or prepare for that, just prepare for the syllabus itself. Then you can write any other government organization exams very easily, and you can crack it. I'm sure for that with that same strategy and syllabus, because it will cover the whole the electrical engineering syllabus itself. So when it comes to my particular department, what are the research going on my department, and what are the field you are going to enter, and what will be the nature of the work inside, that I am going to tell you. When it comes to Department of Atomic Energy, the nature of the work for electrical engineering is very interesting and competitive, because the main motto of the Department of Atomic Energy is to generate power supplies only. Electric power means generate electric power through nuclear power plants. So the main motto is generating electrical energy. So for generation of electrical energies, they are incorporating and they're building new power plants and nuclear power plants, and some renewable energy also they are concentrating across India. So the electrical engineering opportunities will be huge. When coming to my department, Indira Gandhi Center for Atomic Energy. So in previously, we have some nuclear reactors like pressurized heavy water reactors and light water reactors for the generation of electrical energy, which uses uranium, natural uranium and enriched uranium. So that generation has over. So now there will be no uranium reserves for the our country, and some rest of the countries in the world also have no uranium reserves. So with this center, scientists are working on the other generation. 3 stages of reactor generations are there. That is first stage, that is very old actually, reactors based upon uranium. Now these people are developing research reactors based on plutonium. Actually, these reactors can generate plutonium what they can more than what they consume, because that may be useful for the weaponry systems we will supply to DRDO. And here some nuclear nuclear weaponaries will be there. The design of nuclear weaponaries needs plutonium because it is very costly element. So the plutonium cannot be available in the earth itself. So it should be generated. The main thing of DAE to concentrate on power generation and this nuclear weaponry that will not. So the nuclear weaponry is not that much important for the DAE. Yeah, that is for only defense purpose, and that projects will be they have done they will do with DRDO collaboration. Some DRDO collaborative projects are there. For that only they need some assistance with the BRC. So that is the second stage reactors. So without using uranium, they are now they are going for fast breeder reactor technology. They will use some fuel. The output fuel will be more than the input fuel actually, because they will use some materials like a blanket material. They will get more fission in that when compared to the reactor. So they will get the fuel for the future reactors. So they are extracting thorium from the fast breeder reactors actually. So in three stages. First stage they will use uranium, and second stage we are using that uranium plus plutonium. Output we will get plutonium plus thorium also. So in the third stage we are planning to do thorium reactors. Now some test models also there in BRC, that is thorium reactors. Thorium is available everywhere in India, like in sand, in reverse sand beds. Thorium will be available in sand itself. So through thorium, if you design reactors, there will be we can power India from the next 500 years very easily with the nuclear power by using thorium-based reactors. So mainly BRC Mumbai and ISICAR Kalpakam is involved in developing the thorium-based and fast breeder reactor technology. So fast breeder reactor technology also getting old. In Kalpakam, they have developed India's first fast breeder reactor. PFBR, that is called prototype fast breeder reactor. So that is in Kalpakam only. That was purely indigenous technology, which was developed by the Indian scientists only, without taking assistance from any other countries like France or other countries, because in everywhere the reactors were developed using other countries' assistance. So this was the first reactor which was developed in India without any other countries' assistance. Purely it is Indian based reactor, that is PFBR. So for the development of fast breeder technology, we are testing the reactors in the center itself. One test reactor is there, that is FBTR, fast breeder test reactor. That is the simulation model which is having 40 megawatts capacity. So which is used to test the various fuels and what is the various generation, and how the generation will be done with the various fuels. Like one type of mixed uranium fuels, with mixed carbide fuels and mixed oxide fuels. What are the temperatures we are getting? How the electrical energy we are getting? How we have to extract the maximum amount of energy? To analyze that thing, there will be some test reactor in our organization. So we are doing research in the particular field of nuclear reactors. The main part of electrical engineering in developing the nuclear reactors are power supply to the reactor is the most important. Actually, we have to draw the power supply from the reactor, and we have to give the power supply for the starting of the reactors and for maintaining the reactor. Mainly come to the PFBR and PFBR, fast breeder reactors or prototype fast breeder reactors. So these reactors, some power supply for starting. These reactor will not be cooled by the water itself. These reactor will be cooled by the sodium. So we are using sodium technology, especially ISICAR. We are developing sodium technology first time in the India. So this technology was not known by anywhere else in the India. We are only developing this sodium technology, and we have to adopt this technology for the upcoming generating stations in India. So till it was on research, so we are deploying this results into the practical field very soon. So this research organization is working, ISICAR is working on this only. So in fast breeder reactors and sodium technology, you will get more opportunities. So in coming, according to the latest information in Department of Atomic Energy, there will be some huge recruitment in the coming years. There will be at least vacancies of 2,500 scientists, engineers, and other technical staff in the coming years. So they are constructing a 10,000 crores rupees project just for fuel recycling itself. Means from the used fuel, they will generate one new fuel. Actually, uranium will be used in a very efficient way, but still some uranium will be the uranium percentage will be there, like some fractional percentage will be there. To extract that percentage also, they need some equipment to extract the pure uranium from that. So for recycle facilities, they are constructing now with very huge budget in India. So they are going to take the very huge recruitment in India from the Department of Atomic Energy in the coming years. So it will be a golden chance for electrical engineers to utilize that chance. Still now also within 1 or 2 months, PRC is going to recruit scientist C directly from the examination. That notification will be released very soon. So I'm suggesting you to apply for that notification and be prepared for that. For that also, we have to develop the subject in for missions and power systems and switchgear and protection. These three subjects you have to be developed in a very nice way, because I have observed so many scientists here from the past 1.5 year in the BRC or DAE. These are expertised in missions and power electronics and power systems only. Mostly they are not going out of the subjects. These core engineering branches, they are expertised in a very nice way. Some postdoctoral fellows also there. So that much expertise is being done in DAE in the field of electrical engineering. For a fresher to be enter in DAE unit, it will be more competitive for you to do the research in electrical engineering. And we are the first people to design the linear induction motors for the flow of sodium in the pipelines. We are designing linear induction motors, that is called annular linear induction pumps. We are designing here in IZCAR, and flip technology is there. We are using that is also one type of linear induction pumps. Actually, without using any rotors, we are developing induction motors. So that is by the usage of conductive property of the fluid. By using conductive fluids, we are not using any rotors for the operation of the motor. With just by stator itself, by getting very high efficiency, we are designing motors here. By actually, sodium is a conducting fluid, so we are developing such type of things. When comes to electrical engineering, these all areas will come to the research under electrical engineering, like power system. We are looking after here power systems to the whole power systems and power supply to the reactors, and research based upon motors, and research based upon high grade power supplies for the accelerator driven systems. So here so many in India, in so many labs, particle accelerators are there, like cyclotron, synchrotron. So for the particle accelerators in BRC, we are developing power supplies that will be nowhere available outside anywhere, that much high grade power supplies. So design of power supplies and transformer design, some core electrical engineering divisions are there. There will be specially focus on core electrical engineering, like transformer design. One separate branch division is there, but only for particular transformer design. For induction motor design of linear induction pumps, one certain division for electrical engineering is there. For power supplies, some other division is there. Like that, for electrical engineering itself, it is fully expertised in various systems. Because in Department of Atomic Energy, particular unit is specialized in particular task. Actually, Raja Ramanna Center for Atomic Advanced Technology, that is in Indore, very famous for developing. So that is very advanced engineering guy. RRCAT is a dream, because for the electrical engineering, it is a hot like kind of thing in DI units. So IZCAR is also one of the complex units in the whole DAE, because IC-core have all the reactors from first stage to last stage. Every reactors and every kind of power supply technologies will be there in IC-core. So any type of new technology that is emerging, that will be coming from IC-core only. Mostly the scientific staff, scientific officers and scientists and technical staffs will be coming to IC-core for the training on any fast breeder reactor technology or training in electrical engineering. So for an electrical engineering guy, there will be more chances and more areas of research in the DAE as of now. So by developing the subject in a basic way from the textbooks or from the basics, you can grasp the subject from the faculty, and then you can apply on this type of field. That's what I'm suggesting you, because 2-3 be perfect on 3-4 subjects is enough for you to get into any research organization, mainly missions, power systems, control systems, and power electronics. And the missions is the main heart of the any of the research organization, because in OCS exam they will roughly ask you 70 questions or 60 questions from missions itself, because the whole exam will be based on missions itself. If you prepare missions very nicely, there will be some chance to you to enter into this research organization, because missions and switchgear and protection you have to take care of, because as you know, these days in Andhra Pradesh Electricity Board is going to announce assistant executive engineer vacancies in electrical engineering very soon. That AP EPDCL, Eastern Power Distribution Corporation Limited, is going to announce electrical engineering vacancies very soon. So they are also demanding for electrical engineering as of now. So you are in people who are in 4th year and 3rd year, be prepared for that. 3rd year it may not be possible, but I am telling about 4th year students. So now as of now is not getting it's not late also. If you start now itself, you can grasp the subject from the initial stage itself. They will not ask you hi-fi things, just they will ask the basics in electrical engineering. And missions, you have to get a firm grip on missions. At least 3-4 books you have to know. That suggestions I can give. So for missions and power systems, you have to take care of. For switchgear and protection, mainly in power systems also switchgear and protection. So still now I remember our sir has taught many our power systems. LG sir actually he has taught us power systems in a nice way. He has suggested so many books, like still now I remember for particular topic he will choose one book. But actually nobody taught me in that way. For power system matrix, he will teach from computer analysis by CH Stagg. Something I remember the book from now up to now actually. For JetBus, he will use Stevenson. Like that, for every one topic, he will research that particular topics and he will choose the particular books. For particular this insulator topics, he will go for CL Wadhwa or Chakrabarti, like that. For every topic, he will not taught us from one book. Actually, he will not taught us from one book. From different types of books we got all. The building of concepts is possible. For missions concern and power electronics, our faculty has taught in a nice way to get by the use of books and all. Actually, Veeranjan sir, that our faculty, he has developed a firm grip on power electronics subject, because the classroom is moreover it's a discussion type. So by utilizing the classroom as a discussion module, you can learn as per my opinion, you can learn more as a if you discuss the kind of subject in that way, more subject you can develop, and you can allow the students to think about the subject. So we are actually in the initial days of the 3rd year and 4th year, we used to do that. So that helped us a lot in developing the subject. So that was the brief introduction about how to prepare and how to get knowledge the basics of electrical engineering, and how to enter for any organization after the BTech with this subject, and which subjects we have to prepare, like missions, power systems, and switchgear and protection. So these things will be deeply covered in depth in the curriculum itself. Actually, switchgear and protection, digital relays also covered in the curriculum itself. So you need not to worry about that. Just by listening the reference books and classes of the in the academic year itself will be enough, I think, to get the grip on this subject. Because in coaching centers also you will never thought about the power systems and switchgear and protection that much deeply. Now, so what was I have studied in BTech, now also it is useful for me in a power system design in some areas. That was not taught in any coaching centers or ACE Academy, even though I have paid some fees. They have not taught me, just some shortcuts only they will tell you. They will not teach you the concept behind that and what are the derivatives and part. They will not tell you that. So I am requesting you to concentrate on classes for at least for particular subjects like power system analysis, power system stability. In that only it will come, power system stability, switchgear and protection in a very keen way, and you have to know the particular topics inch by inch to know the beauty of that subject, and electrical machines also. So that was the main subjects for the electrical engineering. So when coming to exams also, these are only the important subjects. Other than this, those are very scoring type. If you want to write gate or something, some mathematical part will be involved, like signals and systems, like networks, electrical networks, like that. So purely for research opportunities or any PSU opportunities, these subjects will be enough to prepare. If you want to go for gate, then only you need other subjects also. Actually, so when I comes to attempt for started attempt to the government jobs in various research fields in the electrical engineering and various research organizations. First, I used to try for various exams after BTech. After BTech, with 1 year, I am left with no job, and then I started preparing for GATE again. So after getting into the JNTU University, I realized the thing what I have lost actually. Without any opportunity is very tough for the engineers to sustain outside. So I thought, okay, then I started preparing for GATE again. So I used that department library in JNTU Anantapur. So actually that university libraries also now they also don't have that much books that we had in NSRIT. That much library facility we had. So many volumes of books are there in NSRIT. I felt like NSRIT is better than these universities like that. So I missed that. I missed my college that time. So in JNTU Anantapur, so I have prepared for GATE and other exams in a very dedicated way. So I got a call in DRDO. I was selected in DRDO. So, but the thing is, in interview, I got failed in DRDO. That was done in ADA, Aeronautical Development Agency, Bangalore. I was interviewed in Aeronautical Development Agency, Bangalore. I was selected. I was short, but interview I have failed in that interview. That was the first interview I have faced in DRDO. So the technical interview concerned, the research organizations will look for the electrical engineers in a conceptual way, because how much you have gained the percentage, whatever may be your rank in GATE or whatever it may be, they will ask the basics and what you have learned in engineering. Because simply if you play in engineering, you can get any rank or something. If you just simply, those who are getting GATE ranks like 1 to 100, those are not heroes, because they will do the same thing in a repetitive way. Because if they do one power system problem, we will do one problem and we will quit, and they will do the hundreds of problems on that particular topic, because then they will get habituated to the problems. Because for that power system stability or whatever it may be, they will be habituated to the problems and formulas. At any time, if you wake them up in sleep also, they will tell the formulas like that. So that is simply habituated kind of thing. Then that thing they are not looking for. So they are looking for the conceptual building, what you have built the concept in your throughout the BTech. So that thing you have to develop. This thing in practice anybody can do. but the conceptual building, by using the faculty, that thing is very tough. That thing you have taken care, you should take care of, because that things will be, they will not, people will not teach you in any way. When you are comes to an industry, nobody will guide you and teach you like your faculty members in BTech itself, because they don't have any use to teach you or guide you. They will not tell you at least which textbook it is available. They will simply tell you, you do research and come like that. So I'm telling you to build a concept in the BTech itself. So I was failed in interview for that reason. So since I have interest in the BTech to build some concept, I have missed some concepts in the BTech itself. So I'm telling you to, you should not do such mistakes, which I have done very little bit actually while developing some concept. So I have developed concept in some in BTech. So that will not be enough for the research organization. So they rejected me in DRDO. So for simple reason they have rejected. Actually, they asked some 4 or 5 subjects of your expertise. What are the subjects you are expertise? I said missions only, sir, like that. They asked more subjects. I said only missions, sir, like that. Then simply they have done 1.5 hour interview in DRDO on missions only, in every aspect of missions. And I got a appreciation and scoldings from the DRDO director there itself in the interview panel. He told you are very good in missions and other core areas, but you're very weak in the other electrical engineering subjects. So like on face only, he told like that. Then only I got that I know I will not select for this organization like that, because getting expertise in one subject is also not enough. So two three subjects you should be expertised in. And then I have shortlisted for project engineer in National Aerospace Laboratories in Bangalore itself. That was a prestigious project. For that, they announced a project engineer vacancies in National Aerospace Laboratories. For that also, I have shortlisted as a project engineer. In that interview also, I has failed very badly. At that time, I was cornered with physics questions. So I was failed very badly. Without I cannot stand 20 minutes also in that interview panel, because they will torture you like anything with your subject. Because in any electrical engineering interview, the thing will be like that only. If you don't know any concept, you cannot stand for 10 minutes also. Simply they will analyze you within 2-3 minutes, and they will simply tell you, okay, your concept is not good. They will tell you, at least they cannot tell you on face, but you will understand by their gestures and all. So that's the main thing I have faced very problematic during the interviews at the initial stages. So then I thought, if I was developed concept and basics in a nice way in college, it would have helped me in this way like that. Then I realized, and I started studying the basics of electrical engineering from that days itself. Then I started in the BTech itself. I used to think very big like okay, advanced systems, we can study some advanced type of subjects like that. Then after this interview experience, I got, okay, I don't have basics also in a very nice way. So how can I go for advanced subjects in an advanced way? So I started reading basics. Then I attended an interview in BRC Mumbai for the that is headquarters. It's recruitment. Then they are also recruitment for scientific staff. So I shortlisted for that examination, and I attended for the BRC interview for the first time in Mumbai in 2019. After passed out from BTech 2017, I have passed out. 2019, I have attended for the BRC interview, and that was the first technical interview I have seen so far, with 15 number of scientists in one panel. They will judge you like anything for your subject. Each one panel member will be PhD in the particular subject. For if you tell machines, there will be some PhD in machines in that panel. If you tell power electronics, there will be some postdocs also in the panel of the BRC interview panel. That was the most technical interview I have ever faced in the BRC Mumbai. So the interview duration will be not like as you think. Even though if you don't know the ABC of electrical engineering, they will make you stay for 20 minutes at least, because they will ask you in every point from first year to final year what you have learned in electrical in your BTech career, what the subject you know. They will ask simply, they will ask you like, sir, curriculum, what are the topics in this? If you said power systems, in power systems which topics you like? If you tell missions, in missions which topics you like that they will ask a lot of questions. I said, sir, I am expert. I have interest on power systems, missions, and power electronics. So they will start. They have started with missions. For missions, they have they have asked in missions which areas you are interested in. Then I told transformers. Then they will start with basics. Slowly they will inject like poison. They will start with basics, like what are the working principle of transformer and how it will. Then they will go to the design part. Slightly they will touch the design parts and all. Then they will ask you the concepts, not what you have. Not very much people. Even though some people with me, some people having gate rank less than 10, like gate ranks 2, 10, some below 100, like 98. Some gate rank people are there. I know those people. They are not selected in BRC interview, because by this thing you have understood the toughness of the interview, because they are not asking you to by heart the formulas and tell the exact answers. They are looking for analyzing your subject. That thing will come to you if you are concentrating on your academics, because that coaching industry and they will not teach you that much. So that thing is not helped those people who are having good gate rank also, they will not get selected. So I'm not telling you to demotivate you. So I am telling you to concentrate on subject from the academic itself. So try to get the good percentage. So ultimately, if you prepare for that particular subjects and basics, you will get the very nice percentage without studying itself. So that thing you have to concentrate on. And the interview, so that was the most toughest technical interview I have ever seen, because that much technical questions I have not ever seen so far. Because almost 1.5 hours I have been tortured with the technical interview. I have gone to BARC Mumbai Anshakti Nagar campus in the morning 7 o'clock itself. Evening 7:30 they have given me interview slot. From morning 7 o'clock I have been waiting in that campus interview outside the interview room. You can imagine how the tension will be. From the morning to evening, my tension it went to peak. So they called me into the interview hall and they asked me like anything. For 1.5 hours they asked me my favorite subjects and all. The questions will ranging from the basic operation to application oriented. Maybe they will mostly they will ask. If you tell control systems, they will simply give you a question: how can you design a automatic tank control? That is I have seen in one project in my BTech. Actually my super seniors has done project on that in my BTech, in my labs and all. I have seen one project there, automatic tank level control. So we simply by observing in college lab also, it will be more useful for you. In college lab also, for all experiments you have to take care of. In labs you should take care of every experiment, because that will be useful for your electrical engineering interviews or any field work. So the interview will be went like that. So almost 1.5 hours with pure technical questions. So that interview also, unfortunately, I have failed because I cannot. I'm not able to tell the power electronics part or some other subject part very nicely. So after that, I have qualified in IZCAR examination. That was exam conducted by the particular center itself for the recruitment of scientific staff. So I have shortlisted in that exam. Then my interview was happened on 2019, like that. 2019 starting stage itself, like April, March, like that. So at that time I was selected in IZCAR, and I have joined in 2019. So up to now I'm continuing in IZCAR. So while IZCAR interview based, that is also same like BRC. So previously I got experience in BRC, like how to prepare and what are the main things we have to take care of while an interview. That thing I have taken care of in ISICAR interview, because the technical things what they are looking for are not the what the students generally students will mug up the things, and they are not looking for that. The first thing I have known from that interview is that. And then yeah, read as much as books on basic electrical engineering, because there are more books will be available, like electrical technology by Hughes, electrical technology by Edward Hughes, and basic electrical engineering by Nagarath and DP Kothari, and basic electrical engineering fundamentals by Del Toro. So many basics electrical engineering books, electrical engineering fundamentals by Del Toro. So Edward Hughes, electrical technology. So basic Nagarath and Kothari. So basic electrical engineering by CL Wadhwa. So these books will develop your subject in a generalized way, because if you read these books, means you, if anybody asks from any corner from the electrical engineering, you at least you will be able to answer that question. So that thing is required in any organization. If you want to go for private or any, if you want to go for teaching also. So if you want to do MTech in any reputed institute, and after that you want to enter into teaching also, for guiding the students, you need some basics, because for analyzing the subjects, mostly I have seen so many scientists like that. They will tell one thing only. So in order to analyze any subject, you need full basics. Without getting basics on subject, you will not analyze any subject, because for electrical engineering to understand, I am suggesting you have to excel in mathematics. I am telling, no, I am not telling in all mathematics part you need not to excel. First we have to learn differential equations on mathematics, that will be useful for us throughout the career. If you choose in the teaching career, or if you want to choose the other careers or GATE, whatever it may be, you have to develop some mathematical concepts for development of your core skills. That is coordinate geometry and differential equations and calculus. Calculus means that will come, it will come under actually differential calculus and integral calculus. So these are the mathematical preliminaries for getting a firm grip on the electrical engineering subject. And then you can start basic electrical engineering with the following books like Nagarath Kothari, Hughes, some CL Wadhwa, basic electrical engineering by CL Wadhwa. These books are available in your our library. Some 2 books will not be available, and you can order, you can buy it also. So that is the main basic electrical part I have chosen to get a grip on the subject. So that's how I got all the fundamentals in electrical engineering. And then I appeared for an interview in in that organization in ISICAR. Then I got selected. So the main thing I observed is basics only. So moreover, I'm telling again and again to develop that while in academic. If you don't know, please take guidance from our faculty. So many faculties are there, so they will guide you in a nice way to get to know the books and all, because they have more experience than us, because they have they have been teaching from so many years. They know which topic is nice in which book. If you want power systems, mean you go to Elaji sir. If you want missions, means you go to Veeranjanelu sir. Power electronics, like some specialized persons are there. Ramanjanelu sir, he is expert in power electronics, like that. So I am suggesting you to take the reference of our faculty members to get the subject. So, and then you start preparing for GATE fourth year, from the 4th year or 3rd year. After getting some grip on the subject, then it is useful to you if you want to prepare for any other exams or GATE. The thing is mainly first building the concepts required for interview, or for getting into any coaching institution also you need some subject. Because when I was in coaching institution like ACE Engineering Academy, I went so that I face so much problem. Okay, this is now I actually time is up. I want to conclude. So many things I want to talk, but I have shared my experience. I thought it's made you bored. Okay, I want to conclude this, and thanks for giving me this wonderful opportunity to interact with my juniors and all my faculty and staff members. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Chandrasekhar. Thank you. It was wonderful speech, and you are inspired all your juniors. I'll give chance to the HOD sir. Please, sir, share your views.
Thank you, Chandrasekhar, very much. Thank you very much. And we didn't expect this much of long section from you. You have given a wonderful long session, and you made it a successful event. And I hope all the students have got your real-time experience from you, and they will really. I request all the students to follow how he has struggled and how he has faced the interviews and all. Okay, and also he has given the importance of percentage in your academics. Okay, not only gate scoring, along with that the percentage also very important that he has told that. And also he has given the importance of the library study, when it will all the possible with the gate scoring and library study, when all these are possible. Okay, so if you come regularly and if you complete all your tasks in timely, then only it is possible. Otherwise, extra burdens, all the assignments and all these things will be extra burden on your head. So I think that student Chandrasekhar has done all these things in timely, and then he has prepared. So the same thing you need to balance. That is the time management. That is the time management. Okay, without submitting all the assignments, without attending the college regularly, then how can we prepare for the gate examinations, all these things? That is what we have to learn. So, and also he has given wonderful effectiveness with the college and the staff. Still he has remembered the reference books and the staff with names, okay, who has taught the subjects with topics. The taglines are very, very important. So that much of depthly you need to go through all the subjects, then only your success will start. So that is from my side. And however, it's taken a long time for you all. This is for you all, your success only, your future endowments. So please follow the voice of success instructions or suggestions or the path what they have faced. Then definitely it will be very, very useful, and then you will come to this platform at one particular time and you will give your experience to your juniors. So that is what we are expecting from you all. And thank you very much for the staff members, Sita Ramanjana garu and LIC garu, Tarkesh sir and Mahesh sir, Usarani madam, Balarajaram, Devakar sir, and all the staff members. On behalf of the staff members and the department, I really once again thank to the Chandrasekhar for giving his valuable and wonderful voice of success. Thank you very much, Chandrasekhar. And
Thank you, sir.
thank you. And I thank all the students for your attendance for continuously for 1.5 hour. Thank you very much. I wish you all the best for you all. And if you have any queries, then you can ask Chandrasekhar if you have queries. Please.
If anybody would like to interact with Chandrasekhar, you can please unmute your mic and you can share your experience. Or you want to listen anything from your alumni Chandrasekhar, you are welcome. Please, anybody?
Anyone can ask any question regarding your doubts on competitive examinations or gate coaching preparation.
Good morning, sir.
Yes.
Good
Ask
morning.
the question to
Good morning, Monica. You are audible.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Chandrasekhar brother, for this wonderful speech.
Thank you.
Till now, today also, we don't even know what is ISICAR, what is all of that. And we are very inspired by your speech.
Thank you.
Thank you for giving this wonderful speech.
Okay.
Thank you, Monica.
Still anyone, any student wants to interact?
Hello.
Hello.
Brother, thanks for your inspiring speech to all your juniors.
Thank you.
Thank you,
first,
brother. Just
please,
I
1 minute.
had a small.
Uma Maheshwar, first,
Okay, sir.
Yes.
first introduce yourself and then you continue the speech.
Okay,
Right.
okay, sir. Brother, I'm Uma Maheshwar from first year Tribly.
Now you're studying first year, please.
Yes, brother. I
Hello.
joined through inter-based.
Okay.
Inter-based. So just I want to have an idea that after completion of BTech in Tripoli, so can you say me that in which sector the electrical engineers are having more opportunities? That means going through the core subject or companies, or up to academics we can complete that, and then we can prepare for other government jobs like railways or anything. So you can say me that where we have more opportunities and vacancies, so that we can settle very soon.
More means in what way you are asking? Whether the vacancies wise or work wise, which work is nice like that you are asking, or in which
Yes,
sector
brother.
vacancies will be more?
The sector which is good and that has a more vacancies to be settled.
The contradictive thing is mainly the sector which has very nice work nature has very less number of vacancies, and the sector which will be actually that we cannot tell it is not nice, but the work is not that much pretty interesting. They have more number of vacancies. Like suppose as far as state electricity boards concerned, they have more number of vacancies. Now also they are going to recruit some number of vacancies for the assistant executive engineer. So that work will be not about pretty much interesting. So as an electrical engineering, if you want to settle, you want to settle in core side, no. So people may work see for look after for challenging opportunities in electrical engineering. If you want, like if you are a person like that, then you can choose any of the research organizations or engineering services, because these are only the very nice ways to enter into the electrical engineering jobs, core jobs. Like, later some opportunities are there. They are not that much pretty interesting as you think, because a lot of vacancies will be available through engineering services. Also, you can enter into railways. If you want to enter as a junior engineer, that the work nature will be more hectic, like substation maintenance and power system maintenance for the railways. Like tracks and substations, they will ask you to maintain. If you enter through engineering services examination, directly they will give you assistant deputy engineer for the railways division. You may be look after for a particular section, that electrification, power supplies, and some traction electrification works. That is for railways. And if you want, if you choose engineering services career, you will be posted in some research organizations also, that is under government, like in some defense sectors or navy, army, or border roads organization. You will be posted as an electrical engineer. That will be more prestigious for you and your family also. That will be more nice. The nature of the work will be commanding type. So you are an officer there, central government group A gazetted officer. So you will get more respect. The work nature will be so government work. The work nature will be more commanding type. You will get more commanding type of work. But the work nature is power systems. You are a power system engineer, more or less. You are electrical engineering. Engineer means you are a power system engineer there. So if you want challenging type task, then you should choose research organization. Either if you want to write GATE, and then you should enter into an IIT, then teaching or any private jobs which are based on electrical engineering. That is one way. And other way is writing GATE and take up any jobs. That is very tough. Actually, in GATE, all people we cannot expect. The paper also will vary from year to year. So GATE, we have to take it as an option. We should not depend solely on GATE, because it is very risky job. So along with GATE, if you prepare for ESE and other research organization jobs, you will get one. You will be lucky if you get an opportunity in any one of the research organization. You will be awarded with such a nice work that you are interested in. the work will be pretty more challenging than the other works. So for an electrical engineering, it is very nice to participate in such challenging projects in DRDO, ISRO, or BRC. So the work nature wise, it is very nice, but the opportunities are pretty less when compared to the other. So like that, when compared to state wise or central government vacancies, it will be pretty less, but these are very nice for the students who prepare very hard for this. So that's why I want to tell.
Okay, thank you, brother, for giving an idea regarding this.
Okay,
Thank you.
Chandrasekhar, Rosa Ramani madam wants to interact with you.
Okay.
Good morning, Chandrasekhar. Nice to hear so many things from you. And like
good morning, ma'am.
opportunities you are saying to your students and you are guiding your students. I would like to hear more for ECE students, how the opportunities are there when you come to Vizag, you just interact directly offline so that they'll be having a good guidance from you.
Surely,
Happy to
ma'am.
see you in that position, and I'm happy that you're working in that prestigious organization.
Ma'am,
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
ma'am, Rosaran ma'am,
Sir,
he has still recollected your name yesterday meeting in STLD. In STLD, you thought, no, sir? You thought, no, ma'am?
DLD, yes.
STLD.
He recollected your name that at that time Rosaram ma'am has taught that subject. We are very gladful.
They'll always remember because they used to come late and I used to ask them, so they will always recognize my name. And at that time only he's concentrating for GATE.
Yes.
He's doing
That is why
GATE,
now he is in that position, no?
Now, yes, hard work always gives a good stone
Yes,
in
yes.
the life.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, madam. Thank
Okay,
you so
sir.
much.
Thank you.
Rosa ma'am.
Students,
Anybody want to
thank you.
interact? Students.
Sir,
Hello.
please tell
Hello.
your gratitude at least.
Hello.
myself Himanshu from second year.
Himanshu, go ahead,
Hello.
Himanshu. Himanshu, go ahead.
Myself Himanshu from second year. Sir,
Hi.
Chandrasekhar brother, I would like have a request. Can we have any visit to IGCAR in upcoming days?
No, actually, here that industrial visits now they are stopped because of some issues. No industrial visits. I think it is not allowed inside the ICCAR because for employees itself they are putting so much restrictions. For you cannot visit this any defense type organizations because it's pretty much security issues will be there. So some secret projects will be developing some that maps also you should not know because in Google Maps also whatever they have presented as IGCAR, it is not IGCAR, it is fake only. What are the particular location, even they have not location also they will not share with anyone. So it is not able to get that industrial visit, but the thing is you can get into this by JRF actually. If you prepared for GATE and all, you can get JRF and you can do project work here, of course. That is one of the main thing. In your 4th year, you can do project work on fast breeder reactors and electrical technology related to fast breeder reactors. You can apply through IGCAR or BRC website. You can do any project work in summer. Some summer internships also they will be available. They will allow you after some certain small interview. They will take you for your academic excellence. They will take your percentage and they will ask you to upload your certificates and your details. You will get an interview call or directly they will also recruit based upon your academic qualification. Then you will get a chance for JRF or summer internship or else you can do your 4th year project work also in IGCAR because so many people are doing project work in IGCAR in their 4th year. But if you want to visit means this is the one of the these are the 3 opportunities to visit the Department of Atomic Energy and what are the research projects presently going on.
Okay, Himanshu, good
Thank you
question.
so much. Thank you.
So you can go to IGCAR through JRF, Junior Research Fellowship. Okay, and then through, and also you can apply it through your project or final project work. Okay. And then is there any questions from students?
Anybody want to interact? Final chance.
Good morning, sir.
Morning. First, introduce yourself.
My name is Gayatri and I'm from third year EEE. I just want to thank you, Chandrasekhar sir, for taught us in a nice manner. Still now, I don't have any idea how to take GATE examination and what are the opportunities that have further BTech. You taught us in a nice manner and now I got some idea and how I know that how I take the GATE examination now and what are the opportunities that I have. Thank you very much, sir, for your valuable speech. And you taught us in a great manner, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gayatri. Thank you. So before concluding the session, I request all the participants, just it is a virtual meeting.
Wait, Alaji.
Sir, okay. Sagar, okay, go.
Sir, my name is Sagar, sir. I am from EEE third year. Sir,
Okay.
first of all, I will thank you, Chandrasekhar brother. Brother, can you share how you stay motivated after the BTech 1 year? You said you have studied for the GATE preparation. How you stay motivated? Nowadays, we are distracting with mobiles all that during the college time only. Yeah, but after that BTech, how can we stay motivated and prepare for the GATE exams?
For my motivation, it's a big issue. I have some financial problems very much. Actually, my father is an agricultural labor, so he used to go work when he goes to work only. We will use it to get some food. So it is very problematic in my family. I used to struggle very much. Actually, I used to go for work in that 1 year. That 1 year I have stopped particularly to do some work and earn some money for my family. Actually, I used to go. I used to do agriculture with my father. With that on that 1 year, I used to study because I know my situation. Because nobody can get out of me from that situation itself. So I decided very strongly that I have to develop subject from now itself. Then that is the only way I can get out of this thing. So what I have done to create for time for preparation means I prepared for GATE itself. Then I entered in MTech college. From GATE, if you enter through an MTech college, they will give you 12,000 stipend, 12,500 like that stipend they will give monthly. So with that stipend, I have managed to buy reference books or to watch and to attend some interviews and to apply for examinations. I have utilized that money for the preparation and traveling or whenever there is a small interview like DRDO, JRFs. Now also 2-3 interviews are there. Maybe you have aware of that or no? Not, I don't know. Now also they have announced notification for JRF and DRDO. You check through free job alert. DRDO,
Okay,
some in defense it will be there. So you can check through that. So,
okay, sir.
the motivation is simple. You should you want to, that is inside you. You should get you should deserve, means you want to get into nice job means you should study. That's it. Because remaining 40 years will be based on these 2 years only. Just you think, if you want to enjoy means then other 40 years you have to struggle very much. Like, so these 2 years you should for everyone the temptation will be there to use mobile or any other activities, but these 2 years we have to concentrate. There is no chance for us, because after that 40 years you will be more, you can enjoy anytime. After that 40 years only enjoying only, no. So for 2 years you have to learn subject, and then you can enjoy your life like anything. For 2 years at least, I'm requesting my young friends to prepare for so dedicate to electrical engineering, and then electrical engineering will save your life. Like, will take you to very much height. So be prepare only for subject. So please don't distract from your way while preparing. So just you think of you say you just read to the some stories in Quora or Google. You can search what are the interview questions also, they will be available. So
yes, sir, I have searched, but I have not found related to electrical, sir. I have found only electronics.
Yes, mostly electronics will be there. Electrical, mostly in research organizations, that type of interview, this thing will not be available maybe. But
Yes, sir. Where can we find that electrical like a DRDO and BRC interview questions? You have shared some of the questions, but we cannot get many of questions now, sir.
okay, that interview questions I have Googled it actually. We can get through various books. I have listed 4 types of books. If you go through those books, most of the basics will get covered, and some of the reference books I want to give you, but that books list I will give to Mr. Parkesh sir or Elaji sir, then he will distribute for you.
Okay, sir. Brother, can you share your gate rank through which you have entered JNTU Anantapur?
No, actually, I just qualified GATE. Actually, that time I was not prepared GATE very well, and that year I have just qualified GATE, and then I concentrated on this government exam, this research, or because I don't want to enter in any IIT or PSU. That's why I am not concentrated on GATE. Just to enter in MTech, I have studied for GATE. My score is like 500 like that, so I have not bothered about that very much. After that, I have entered in MTech, then I have written some examinations for central
Brother,
government
did you get
organization.
a BRC and DRDO through GATE score, or you have written any exams?
No. I have purely I have written. I have got BRC, DRDO, and other NAL also through exams only, not through GATE actually. Actually, after
Nowadays,
getting into the interview only they will ask whether you have GATE score like that. If you have a GATE score, there will be some added advantage. If you don't have a GATE score also, it's okay, no problem. For I just told you that you people prepare for GATE is only to assist you to the other government jobs and other areas. Because have you seen or not, 2018 assistant executive engineer paper is full of GATE questions. 2018 ISRO paper, I have written that it is full of GATE questions only. So if you prepare for GATE, it will be useful for other exams. I'm not telling you to get the GATE rank below 100 like that, but at least you have to try, because to get a subject on electrical subject regarding electrical engineering, you have to prepare for GATE. That is, there is only one option. Then with that knowledge, you can write any examination. My final conclusion is that I'm not telling GATE is the most important thing, but it is essential to learn the subject itself.
okay, brother. Can we contact when we have any doubts further, any related to like research exams like BRC, DRDO, or IGCAR? Can we contact you, brother?
Yes, you can contact me, but actually I am giving you that website, that free job alert. Have you ever seen that website?
Yes, yes,
job
sir.
offers.
But preparation strategy, like you said, no.
Okay, then from Parkesh sir, you can take my number is there with me.
Okay, brother.
We will provide you, Sagar. We will provide you the
Okay.
contact number. If you have any doubts, then not frequently, but you can contact me. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you, brother. Thank you for giving this opportunity.
Thank you, Sagar. Thank you very much. And you raised that we are distracting through mobile. We are distracting means you are not having some strong desire or strong goal. Everyone, as rightly said, Chandrasekhar, without mobile communication and without mobile, no house is we cannot found. Okay, everyone is having one mobile, so we should not tell the blaming the mobile phones or electronic gadgets nowadays. So we have to use the technology and we have to move forward like anything, right? So we are distracting means we cannot do anything. That is a strong desire you must have first of all. Everyone, not a Sagar, for everyone has to have some strong desire that what we want to in future. Then only we can go ahead. Necessity is the mother of invention. How the Chandrasekhar has struggled at that initially with financial background, so that he could understand at that time that I have to settle in a good position. Then only I can help to my father or mother. So everyone has to struggle at some point, then only they can move forward. If everything you comfortable with your facilities, then how can we move forward? We cannot think like that. So I request all the students to struggle in a particular way that how the success will come. You go through some motivational videos, you attend some conferences, you attend some webinars, you attend this this type of voice of experiences, then we really understand the real scenario of success. So thank you very much, Sagar. You have raised a good question and got a good valuable suggestions from Chandrasekhar. Still anyone?
Sir.
Yeah.
Hello.
Prashant.
Good morning, sir. Sir, I have a small doubt on our BTech vacancies.
Hello. Prashant, tell me.
Sir. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, brother.
Am I audible?
Yes,
Prashant, your side is a lot of disturbance. Prashant, your side is a lot of disturbance, Prasad.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. In which field we got a more vacancies on our electrical department?
Again, the same question.
Actually, it is the same question. But in some PSUs, we are getting more number of vacancies, and state-wide electricity board also we are getting vacancies.
Okay, sir. I think time is running out. Shall we have one video picture, sir? Video picture of all of us.
Oh.
So I request
Okay,
everyone
okay.
to please turn on your video, because it is a virtual meeting. We need proof for report writing and all. So I request all the participants
yes.
or all the students, please turn on your video for a while.
Please turn on your
Video.
videos for 2 seconds.
Only just for 2 seconds. So still I'm not seeing many of the cameras. They are turning off.
Yes,
Please
yes.
please turning on.
Wait, sir.
Thank you.
Some students will not be in the proper position.
Proper position. Yes, sir. We will give 1 or 2 minutes, sir. They will settle down fast.
Please take 1 or 2 minutes and please turn on your videos, Amma.
Yes.
Very good, very good. Come. సార్ ఒకసారి వీడియో వచ్చిన వాళ్ళందరూ ఫస్ట్ వచ్చేస్తుంది.
అవును ఆ స్క్రీన్ షాట్
తీసుకుంటున్నా
సార్. ఆ స్క్రీన్ షాట్ తీసుకుంటున్నా.
yes అక్కడ వీడియో ఆర్డర్ లో వస్తున్నాయి.
అవును వీడియో ఆర్డర్ లోనే వస్తుంది. ఆల్రెడీ ఫస్ట్ పేజ్ ఫిల్ అవుతుంది. సెకండ్ షీట్ ఇంకా ఓకే. స్టిల్ సో I request remaining students, please turn on your video for a while.
Very good response here.
1 minute, sir. I will move to the second page also. Sir, okay, sir. Thank you. You can turn off your videos. And thank you once again, Chandrasekhar, for inspiring everyone. And soon we will catch you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sir,
Thank you, Chandrasekhar. Thank you very much.
I'm stopping the recording.
Thank you, sir.